everybody. How are you today? I am doing very well, in case any of you were wondering. So we are going to talk about being grounded as well as expansive at the exact same time. So the question is again, what does this have to do with our money? I am finding more often than not that many of us are sitting here going, what does feeling grounded and expansive have anything to do with our money? Well, think about it. You know, we have to stay grounded. Part of the grounding process is checking out our reality. Checking out the reality of what's being presented in front of us. Hey, Kristen. And what's super important about feeling grounded is, and yet you may be nervous, you may be like, oh God, I don't want to open up those envelopes, and oh God, I don't want to deal with, the kids' school stuff or relationship stuff or anything. But guess what, everybody? The way we stay grounded is to not let our brains go, our minds are really trying to wrap it around. And the problem is that actually creates more craziness. It creates a lot more stress because we have to really start to get into our hearts so that our hearts can actually start to guide us and lead us. And that's where the expansive part comes into play. So when I say be grounded, but yet expansive, it's like, okay, let's take this from a money perspective. So I want you to take a look at, okay, here's all your cash outflows. And then here is your current debts. Here are your current investment accounts. And when you're taking a look at all those different things, don't judge it. Don't remove all that shame, blame, guilt, and judgment, because all of that is completely irrelevant. Our emotions try to hijack it, and then we get in our heads, and then we start going, oh, I should have did this, I should have did that, I should have, could have, woulda, blah, 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 blah. And we just keep going. We have also chatter that goes on in our minds. So if you find yourself contemplating and you can't make a decision, no, that is the first sign that you are not in your heart. And it is so important. And trust me, anybody who knows me knows that I get in this little noodle because I'm really highly educated and I'm really freaking smart, but I am really not being served very well by always pulling it up to my brain and staying out of my heart. So it's a good reminder for all of us that the expansive part comes from our dreams. Our expansive part, people are like going, Jewel, we're in the middle of a pandemic, and how in the hell am I going to get to my dreams? Well, I am here to tell you that that is your compelling reason for change. And we have a blank canvas right now. And in my book, Awaken Your Wealth, I talk about how the first step in the process, the packed process that I walk people through, is the fact that you have to, hi Astrid, long time no see, sweetheart, that it is very, very important for us to dream first, because that's our compelling reason for change. So we may be stuck in our houses. We may be stuck in our realities. But if you sit there and look at the pile of shit that's around us, I'm sorry, but you're not probably going to feel really good. You're probably not going to go like, woohoo, I love being under house quarantine. No, your whole dream is going to be based on the fact that there's something more. Astrid, thank you. Lots of love to you. There's probably a lot more that we can actually create in our lives. And so this is the expansive part, and the creation part and the innovation part, even when it comes to our money, comes from our hearts. And remember, you cannot be expansive or as expansive that you want to be if you are sitting there and creating more debt and creating all these piles. That's why I'm saying the grounded piece is about, here's my debt levels, here's my expense levels, here are my investment levels, and ladies and gentlemen, make conscious choices. And because that keeps you grounded going, you know what, like the other day, I made some choices where I reduced my expenses by 30%. And people go, how in the hell did you do that? I'm like, it was a choice because I wanted to come from a place of being empowered about my life as opposed to being at a place of being a victim. Because there are a lot of things that we could choose to right now to come from victim mode, but that's not going to serve us good long run. Many people will sit here and say, well, Jewel, my job, and Jewel, well, this, and Jewel, with that. I was on a call the other day and we were talking about, well, if you don't have extra cash flow, how do you then build reserves? Well, again, it goes back to creative and innovative solutions. So for an example, if you need to create space for yourself to move through this time period, don't be a victim. Call your debt companies, call the student loan companies, call your car companies, where you have your debts, your mortgage companies, and ask them, say, you know what, I need 3 months of relief. And so I want to put that on the back end of my loan. But here's the kicker for you not to be a victim and to be empowered and to be expansive. I then want you to take that money that you're not paying right now and move it over into a savings account that you don't touch for spending. That is called your CYA fund. I love these online savings accounts that actually allow you the space. You can call them whatever it is that you want to call them. So you can set your financial intentions. And I'm all about that. So then when you set your financial intentions that then feed into your dreams that create your tomorrow, which kind of is hard to believe. Right now, Jewel, what are you talking about? And I'm going, I'm telling you, even if it's only $5 that you do, it is going to shift your financial energy. And so I love you all so much. And I know we're going to get through all of this. And I know that you need to love yourself enough to choose to be empowered, choose to stay grounded by looking at your reality, and expand by tuning into your heart and saying, what kind of stuff in my house doesn't serve me anymore? And what kind of things am I doing and people that I'm hanging out with, whether it's marriages, relationships, whatever, what's got to go? What has to go? Because now is the time. Let it all go. Because that creates the space for all the new stuff to come in so that you can be super creative and super innovative, to press that reset button. I've heard people talk about that. It's like a pivot point, whatever you want to call it. It's about choosing and living an empowered life. I love you all. Come join my YouTube channel. If you haven't gone there, we're putting a lot of stuff out there on our YouTube channel. I'm going to be coming out with a mini course to help all of you guys and gals along the path. How you personally get into your own gook and get out there and what is it that you're going to create. And you can come sign up so you can find out when all these things start to roll out for us, and go to 𝑘𝐮𝐭𝐡𝐨𝐫.com and we've got all those resources for you. Okay. Love you all. I am here to help you on your journey and we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.